Hey everyone, welcome to Principles of Fraud Examination for summer 2018, and I'm going to try to make this as short as possible. I just want to go over a few things that you can expect this semester and get you started in the class. So what you're looking at is our Blackboard class, and if you're watching this video, then you've already seen this. If you click on the Welcome Start Here tab on the left, everything that's kind of general. So I've got hybrid information instead of online. I need to get rid of that. So this is the online class. All the information that you need to know pretty much about the class itself, about your book, 2 different covers of the book. If you're not familiar with Blackboard, here's an orientation. There's some technical support information, some netiquette information, please read that. Information for our library, information for disabilities, and a linear tech college orientation type of thing, along with our college catalog. That's all the stuff that you find in the Welcome Start Here. If you click on Syllabus and Schedule, you'll see links to the syllabus and the schedule, and let me pull those up. Here's our syllabus, and this is an 8-week condensed course, so we're going to go really fast. Please read the syllabus. This is your contract basically between you and me. And it has everything that you need to know, again, about the course. And then there is a schedule in here. However, if you look at this one, this is an actual schedule. Let's click over here. We've got a syllabus and a schedule. So there's a schedule within the syllabus, and then there's a separate schedule that I create in Excel, which as an accountant I prefer. So this is our actual schedule, and this should coincide with the due dates in Blackboard. You'll notice that we're starting out kind of slow. The first week we're going to do our intro, second week we'll do chapter 1, third week we'll do chapter 2, and then boom, we are going fast. Chapters 3 and 4, chapters 5 and 6. Sometimes there's only 1 writing assignment. There are almost always going to be 2 quizzes or 2 exams and 2 discussion boards. So you'll want to please pay close attention to what we've got going on in this class. I wrote these in red. If anybody has a problem with color blindness, please let me know. I apologize. That was for me so that it would stand out for me, and I should have thought that that's not going to show up as well for somebody who has that issue. That's our schedule. Please print this off and follow it. There should be no reason for you to miss any deadlines. All deadlines, except for discussions, all deadlines are on Mondays at 11:59 p.m. Discussions are a little bit different, and I've explained that in our discussion guidelines right down here. I'm going to click on that. The main thing that you need to know about deadlines is all initial postings are due by Thursday. So everything's already open. You could post early if you needed to. I don't want you to work too far ahead on discussions, because that's not really a discussion. That's just you posting so that you can be done with it. What I'd like is for you to post your initial posting by Thursday, and then subsequent postings can be posted anytime after that, or after you've posted your initial. The reason I want you to wait until Thursday, though, for your follow-ups, for your follow-up postings, is because that way you can see what everybody has posted, not just what the 2 or 3 people who are early birds have posted. So here it says your subsequent postings should not be on the same day. I'd like them to all be on different days. Basically what I want is for you to come back and post on a separate day, and keep reading what other people have posted, because some of these discussions can be pretty interesting. One of them is a whodunit. You have to figure out who did it, who committed the crime, and you can go by just what you think, but sometimes other people's ideas might spark something in your brain. So I'd like you to please pay attention to these guidelines. If you are confused, if something doesn't make sense, please let me know. I will try to clarify for you. You do lose points for not following these guidelines. So if you want the maximum 25 points for a discussion, please follow the guidelines. So let's see here. I talked about, we've got our course calendar. That should have all of your due dates in it. If you're concerned about that, under Ask My Instructor, this is information. This is a private journal between you and me. If you've got questions about the class, send me a note in the Ask My Instructor. It will notify me on the front page that I've got a message from someone. Likewise, it should notify you on the front page that I have replied to you. It doesn't go through email. I prefer all of our communication to stay within the class. Things in email could get lost. I get tons of emails every day, but I don't get tons of journals. So I usually don't misplace those. Let's see, instructor information. This is information about me, just a little bit of information there. How to contact me. That's kind of important, isn't it? Again, I said the best way to contact is through Ask My Instructor. I've got my office hours listed here. I've got accounting lab hours, and I've also got a weekly information session or a virtual class that I'm going to run. And it says alternating Sundays and Mondays. To see the calendar, I don't plan on doing this every single week for this class. A class like Financial Accounting 1 or Income Tax online, those classes need information sessions on a weekly basis, but I'll probably only do 3 or 4 of them this semester. The first one will be our introduction to the class, so stay tuned for that. There will be an announcement letting you know. We do it through Collaborate, the information or virtual class, and that, let's see here, is done through Collaborate. And what I'll do is I will email an announcement to you, and that will have a link in it. All you have to do is click on that link and it should take you straight to where you need to be in order to participate. If you have a camera, you can turn on your camera so I can see you. I'd love to be able to see you guys. If you've got a microphone, you can talk to us. If you don't have a microphone, or if you don't know how to set all that up, you can just use the discussion area within Collaborate, and I can see your question and I can answer it. Sometimes people will just call in instead. They'll be there virtually online, but maybe we can't hear them. You can call in through your phone instead. Let's see what else I want to talk about. Week 1 assignment. If you're not new to the school, you may have seen this before. If you're brand new, you may not have. So we have 2 parts to this week 1 assignment. It's what we call our no-show assignment. If you don't do this, you'll be dropped from the class. It even says here, failure to complete both of these assignments by the due date, which is May 21st, 2018, will result in you being dropped from the course. And we don't want that to happen. So we've got our, the first one is a Smarter Measure assignment. And that's just, if you click on this little file here, that'll tell you exactly where you need to go, what you need to do. It's just to find out how ready you are for online learning. And then the second part is an introduction. You have to actually click into the introduction and create a thread in order to find out what it is that I'm asking you to do. And it says, welcome to class. Since this is an online class, let's get to know one another. So I want you to name your expected graduation date or semester if you know what it is, what you're hoping to learn from this class, and a strength and a weakness that you learned about yourself in the Smarter Measure. Sometimes it's a surprise, sometimes it isn't. Now, each chapter, so that's part of your first week assignment, so there were 2 parts to that. Let me go back to, let's go to chapter 1. So every chapter is going to have some sort of assignment. We've got our goals and objectives for the chapter, and I've got a little folder here. I want you to click on that. It's our activities and assignments. I don't have a separate chapter for resources like I do in a lot of other classes, but this one has a lesson. So you click on the lesson, and you're going to go through that lesson. You can forward to the next part of it. That's our author, the author of our book. And then there's a little video of him. You can watch that. It should be on YouTube. If anybody's hearing impaired, there's a transcript up there. All of the transcripts for all videos in my classes were created by YouTube. So if they're a little bit off, you can please be understanding. Let's see here. We've got just a few other things. So you're going to go through this every week. Sometimes there are more videos, sometimes it's reading. There's some very interesting stuff here. I figure we can't have a class about fraud without learning about Charles Ponzi. Everybody's heard about a Ponzi scheme, so we're going to learn a little bit about him. We'll go through, and then Frank Abagnale. If you've ever seen, oops, that's still Ponzi. If you've ever seen Catch Me If You Can, it was about Frank Abagnale Jr. So that's the assignment for that week. That's part of your assignment. That's your lesson. So you're going to read the chapter, you're going to read all the information or watch any videos that I have in your lesson up at the top, and then you've got an assignment. Your chapter 1 assignment is listed here, and when we do our intro, I will talk more in more detail about exactly what I'm looking for here in this assignment. But you would click on the assignment. That's going to give you your due date as soon as it goes to my screen there, May 28th. There's a rubric, so you can always view your rubric, and that tells you what to do here. And then you're going to browse your computer, upload your file, click to agree that you're submitting your paper through the global reference database and so forth, and hit submit. No big deal. There should be one of those per week. It being in the summertime, you guys get a little bit of a break compared to a regular semester when they have one every single week, but it's 16 weeks instead of 8. And then let's hit cancel on this. You should see a discussion. There's some information on plagiarism. There's a discussion, so you're going to click on the discussion again. You're going to have at least one of these every week, probably 2, and then your exam as well. Click on that and take the exam. All of the exams are like 10 to 20 questions. We will have a proctored event, and that's going to be the week of June 11th. You'll see an announcement about that when I'm ready to start taking reservations for that. I noticed on here that the PDF of my PowerPoint is in an invalid file, so I need to take care of that. But I think that's about it for our introduction. If you have any questions, please let me know. And again, watch the announcements. I've got lots of announcements in this class, and we will get going in the class very soon. Hopefully everybody will be finished up with their first week assignment. Have a great semester.